It's your boy AG, Jackal Fitness, here live with the legendary, my man, Mr. Leon Muhammad. How you doing, Uncle?
Champ, I'm at it again, buddy.
Right, so we want to know your thoughts on this major blockbuster fight coming up. Canelo Alvarez and Daniel Jacobs. How do you see that playing out?
It's a great fight that Eddie Hearns, so far Eddie Hearns and his crew, and his American crew, Miss Brittany and all them over there, Eric Botcher, Kevin Rooney, and associated with Lou DiBella, Rizzo, and Lou and their crew, they're doing good things so far. Eddie have kept his word, said he bringing good fights. He made the Danny Jacobs fight, and with Canelo, he got in the bed with Oscar, and they're doing good business. That's what people do. Promoters put aside the personal business, how Eddie put aside personal, how he feel, and do that. Sis, look over there where the plug is plugged at. See, Eddie Hearns, he's smarter than I thought he was. Right. He putting together good fights, the Danny Jacobs Canelo fight. See, you got to commend Danny Jacobs to come back from cancer. I know I'm going through that now. I need all the prayers I can get to come back and do what he have done, be world champion, and fight for the world title, to fight Triple G, and not fight Canelo for the world title. It's a good business. Not only so, Eddie Hearns, I was hoping that he could get it done with Shelly Pinker and do the rematch with Wilder right away, or get it done with Frankie Wan and go ahead and fight Joshua. But see, everything comes in due time. It wasn't their time for the rematch, and it wasn't Tyson Fury time to get the shot. It's big baby Gerald Miller time. And Eddie Hearns sat down, he thought about it, and he said, and he always said, and Eric Botcher always told me, my guy Eric Botcher, the head matchmaker over there, and Kevin Rooney, the great Kevin Rooney, the son of the great trainer that made Mike, but part of making Mike Tyson the team that he had. But I say this, and it compares to the fight, the only mistake in that Danny Jacobs fight, I think it should have been a New York fight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because Danny Jacobs is a New York fight. Major fights, sometimes you don't need the dance. You got New York.
Oh yeah, I feel
and
the
you
same
don't
way.
need the casino because you got the dance. They're going to pay for the fight, and the politicals and the sponsors pay for the fight. You don't need the casino fight money on this fight. That's a New York fight. Canelo just fought here.
He sold out the Garden.
He sold out the Garden. He's a Latino of descent. And he sold out the Garden. And Danny Jacobs is a New York guy. Why would you take this to fight to Las Vegas? That's the only mistake I think Eddie and his team did by taking this fight to Las Vegas. See, I guess I don't know Eddie Hearns like I knew his father Barry, like I knew the old man. Through did a lot of business with his father, with Don Majeski and Butch Lewis. I did a lot of business with his father. And I'm looking at it, AG, that's a New York fight.
Hell yeah, I feel the same way. We want to see that here.
Look at the fight now. You got so many big fights in New York coming up. You got fights at the Barclays Center coming. Then you got top ranked Bob Arum and his crew, Brad Jacobs, Brad Jacobs and Bruce and all, Brad and them coming here back to back. Then they got the major fight with Terrence Crawford, April 20. A lot of New York fights deserve to be in New York, the mecca of the world. You got a homeboy, Danny Jacobs, from Brooklyn, right?
Right, yeah.
From Brooklyn. You got Canelo just sold out the Garden. Why you gonna run to some casino?
Oh man.
That's the only thing that in this particular, since Eddie Hearns been here, the mistake that I think he made. Because you never can tell a man how to do his business. But Eddie Hearns in this town, he got to show some respect. But all these guys all right with me. Kevin Rooney's all right. Junior's all right. Eric Botcher, Miss Brittany, and Malik and all of them over there. And they coming to my hometown, Philadelphia. I don't have no problem. And then they just added Mr. Jones and his son to the team. They got a great American team they put together.
Accordingly, yeah.
And but what I want to say is that And I want to say to all you promoters, you got this young team, Jacko Fitness, AG and his crew. Give these guys a chance, man. You promoters, Kathy Duba, Russell Peltz, all them guys in Philadelphia. These guys coming to Philadelphia. These are young guys that you say the young guys don't want to work and don't want to do nothing and don't want to struggle. You got guys struggling. When they call you off on credentials, and I'm especially sending this to my friends at Top Rank, Lee Samuel, make sure Evans take care of this crew, bro, because y'all coming into New York. And I don't have to act immortal because I'm a Muslim. But if you don't take care of my young nephew, my young buck from the hood, then we got a problem.
Let them know,
and y'all preaching about the youth need to get up and do something. You got these guys want to do something, and they want to get them credentials. You don't give them credentials, give them the pipeline to the garden. And I'll go to the garden myself and make sure the garden take care of it.
Yeah.
See, it ain't personal. It's business. When you got kids at home, and you promoters need to understand that. See, Eddie Hearns, Lou DiBella love him because they went to Lou. Lou see himself in them. Lou wasn't always on top, but he struggled. I mean, y'all think because he Italian he had it made. No. Lou went to college. He's a lawyer. Lou got children. Lou my guy, man. It ain't personal, it's business. We got to give the youth a chance. These guys with Jacko Fitness, y'all give these guys a chance. We giving these guys a hard time, but we got to see what's coming. All these other old ass tired sports writers, y'all give them something, and you're looking out for these children. Look out for these kids that's in the business.
Absolutely.
And let's go for Brad Jacobs and all y'all at Top.
Everybody out there.
Go for all my friends at Don King's office and Kathy Duba. Y'all give these guys a chance, man. You see Lou and Eddie Hearn them give them a chance. That's why guys on top. When Austin come, Austin gonna take him because Bernard is there. Bernard's from the street.
Oh, yeah, we love Bernard too.
But get him back to that Danny Jacobs fight. I give Danny a strong shot to upset.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because Danny Jacobs is a guy that know how to go to the well. He reminds me of my late friend, my brother, Arturo Gotti, that knew how to go to the well. And I'm saying, guys, when we talk about Arturo Gotti, had one of the greatest managers in the boxing business, Pat Lynch. He partially retired now. He ain't got the bug yet. Once he get the bug, he'll come back into boxing and make it happen. But I want to say to all y'all out there, promoters that got these young brothers coming up y'all, looking for a job, looking the way to advance themselves in boxing, open the door for their children down the road, you guys got to do the same thing. Open the door for these guys, man. Jacko Fitness, I done checked them out. They're good guys. I'm going to get them all over there to all these gyms. But see, one thing I'll tell you, man, the Danny Jacobs fight, Don never would have took it to Vegas. This is a New York, that's a New York fight. A lot of people underestimate Danny Jacobs. He got a shot. And I'm going to tell you one more thing, AJB. You tell all your guys at Jacko Fitness that the legendary Leon Muhammad said, the Hall of Famer said, don't sleep on Big Baby. Don't sleep on Big Baby.
We promoted that fight. We was asking Eddie Hearn about it.
Big Baby got a shot.
Yeah.
A puncher's shot.
We was pushing for that hard, man. We asked Eddie about it, or either him or King Kong, Luis Ortiz.
Let me tell you something. AJ, I don't know who training Big Baby.
That's a good question. I would have to look that up. I don't want to say.
Is that old guy sitting around, that old wannabe that think he's somebody, always talking about that old trainer George Washington, Harry Kites? Is he with him? He's the worst fucking guy in the world. He told me that Wilder was going to knock out what's it called. You need to apologize, Harry Kites. I'm a Hall of Famer. Nobody, listen, everybody talks about me, whether it's good or bad. Your man dead, George Washington, ain't nobody talking about that guy, man, with that old 1-2 bullshit. People don't do that shit. You don't even teach that shit to your guys. Teach that shit to Big Baby. You get knocked the fuck out by Washington, by Joshua.
Oh,
see, these guys praising these old dead guys, man. You know, Angelo Dundee was great at what he did. Ray Arcel, Eddie Fletch, those guys were great at what they did. Whatever they did, Bodini Brown, he was the motivator. Luduba was the motivator. You talk about Luduba, Duba's a Hall of Famer. And Duba was a millionaire before he passed. And his company's still going on. What company George Washington left here? You guys keep talking about George Washington, how great trainer he was. So he had Leon Cat Taylor. All these guys had street problems, man. Niggas doing whatever in the streets. Reddy Bo, you know, kidnapping. I love Big Bo. Had a meltdown, wanted to join the Marine Corps and all that shit. That's the kind of shit. God, have nervous breakdown, kidnap your wife. That's the kind of shit George Washington was teaching. Come on, man.
Oh,
Talk
man.
to me, y'all. I told y'all, when you come at me about that old motherfucker from Carolina, I'm going to come back at you. See, I know him real well. Nice guy,
That's
nice
some
country
other
boy.
channels that was, maybe
Yeah.
bringing that up.
They
We
beat
respect
me up.
all the guys before our time.
Yeah, but I respect him. But he talking about he made all these world champions. When these guys becoming world champion, he was nowhere in the corner. Them guys got rid of this guy. So what I'm saying, I respect the old timer that paved the way, but he didn't pave the way for me. I was doing his era.
Right.
The Al Braverman, the Red Outbacks, the Murray Goodmans, Bobby Goodman's father, the Kill Glancy's, and the Eddie Fletcher guy. Those guys paved the way for me. Not George, not Lou Duba, not Georgie Benton, not the Philadelphia. Those was trainers, not the knock the old man. He was a good guy, a good Hummer Southern Christian guy. But when he got them guys there, you talking about he made Leon the Cat Taylor. What the hell Leon Taylor doing? Leon Taylor signed with Butch Lewis. If he was so great, he signed with George Washington. George took him to the amateurs, and this other guy, and then Harry King, where did he go?
Yeah.
Talking about he lived in Ireland. And you talking
Leon's
about
still out there. He and Gleason's working now. That's our guy too. He out
with
there.
Harry King?
He does, he be in the cut working with the fighters coming up. And all that.
With Harry King?
Now he's I believe.
With the Mendezes. Harry King doing the Mendezes.
Right. Now last time I seen Leon, he was working with Don Sachs.
Yeah, Leon Taylor over there.
Yeah.
But he signed with Butch Lewis. Even though them guys, let me tell you like it is, and not knocking old man George Washington, may Allah rest him in peace.
Right.
But what I will say to him, he was a good humanitarian. He was a good humanitarian. That I know about. I seen him. We'd be on the road with Mark. He would help people, man.
That's what's up.
So I don't know about his training shit because I ain't never seen him train about it. I wouldn't even want to watch that
Hey
shit.
man, you saying that how you feel? You lived it. It ain't personal. It's just business.
It's business. Not knocking. I know he was a good humanitarian. I seen him help a lot of people. I seen him help a lot of people. I seen him get Lou Dubin out of to help a lot of people that was in the portrait. I know he was into his family. Your pops was a good humanitarian, but that fight shit, he couldn't have topped my son. Them came through. They older than Reddy, Mark, and all of them. I wouldn't let him train none of my sons because that wasn't my style of fighting. That wasn't my style. But to say this, Mark Breeder,
He the man, Mark
the
the Shark.
only one that took care of the old man. Reddy Bowe, about did some thing. But what did Reddy Bowe do when he turned pro? He went and got Eddie Blatch. If the guy's so great, he done made a deal with Rock Newman. I want my amateur training in the corner. See when you're great, people don't forget about you.
Right.
When you're great. So